What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about Quimbaya Gold, I want to go over what this company is all about and why you need to add them to your watch list. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So it is a OTC stock trading under the ticker QIMGF. Right now, market cap is about 30.81 million. This is what they do for the company profile. It is based out of Calgary in Canada and a very functioning website. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes for OTC stocks, you don't get the privilege of having a good website. So this one's very informational, has a lot of good detail and everything. So I recommend a lot of people to pop over there and take a look. A lot of other tickers up top here. For this video, I'm just going to be going over QIMGF, but they're on the, as well, Canadian exchange under QIM. Aside from that though, they've been on a very nice run. So over the last 1 year, it is up 75.66%. Over the last 1 month, it is up 46.31%. So gaining a lot of good traction. And the reason why is because simply the price of gold. So in case you haven't really kind of paid attention to it, since 2023, it has been rocketing like crazy. And it's been making some pretty big moves. And so even when it was breaking above that 3,000 mark, a lot of articles were kind of bringing awareness. Since then, markets are at all-time highs. So gold has largely fallen by the wayside and we haven't really seen many articles about it, but prices are still just booming like crazy. It is still on some institutions' radars though. So Deutsche, for instance, this is as of September the 17th, did raise their 2026 gold forecast to 4,000. A lot of other institutions did the exact same thing, such as I believe UBS, JPM, Morgan Stanley, all raised their targets for 2026. And the reason why they did that is because ultimately there's a lot of fears in the broader market, such as geopolitical, inflation, rate cuts, just a lot of fears that are in the market that are lingering. And I get it, markets are at all-time highs, but it potentially could go south very fast. So people are seeing just a lot of upside clearly with gold. And again, you have to factor in that people are seeing this as a kind of a safety asset in times when markets are at all-time highs. So you can only imagine in times when there is a significant pullback, what is going to truly happen to gold. And one thing I do want to bring up though, is in 2024, central banks added the second highest amount of gold reserves ever. So that doesn't happen unless you feel like there's significant upside. So again, potentially with 2025 results coming out, you might see another record being broken. In case you have not invested in, for instance, a junior miner, it largely comes down to management. So you do have a lot of big individuals right here. So Alexander, who is the CEO and director, and he has 10 plus years of experience in Colombia, including pioneering investments also in California, leading to 2 billion in buyouts and so forth. You also have Sebastian, who is the VP business development, has about 15 plus years in metals trades and also the capital markets. You have Ricardo, a lot of big names. Ultimately and collectively, this team has discovered, de-risked, and also exited some of Colombia's most significant gold projects. So in general, I think when you are investing in a stock like a junior miner, you really want to invest in the management. And even aside from that, if you're more analytical, for instance, and you like to look at a lot of the numbers behind the scenes, if you actually see what Quimbaya is all about, they're trading at a dirt cheap multiple. Even for instance, one other stock, tickers ARMN, very similar type of structure and same general area, their market cap is 1.97 billion. So of course, again, for those of you that haven't invested in junior miners, they can move up very fast. So all you need, for instance, is some good drilling results, gold to us ideally continue to move on higher, and based on all the specs out there, it does feel like it is going to continue to move on higher. And so in general, if you're looking at a good value play, I feel like definitely it is with QIMGF. Again, looking at ticker ARMN, the actual PS is at 3, future is 1.8. So I think there's definitely a lot of upside. Usually on a lot of my videos, I also like to cover what shorts are doing. Even though it might be a OTC stock, currently 0.11% of the free float is being shorted. So of course, if shorts really did feel like there was significant downside with a stock, they increase quite a lot. So at the end of the day, I see this as relatively optimistic. Don't get me wrong, this is not a squeeze play. I'm just bringing this up more so for analysis purposes. But at the end of the day, I do feel like there is a lot of good upside with the stock, a lot of good management, and gold has been on a very, very massive run. So let me know your general thoughts on this stock or just gold in general. So I think this is a very unique circumstance, a good play that you need to add to your watch list. So let me know your thoughts. One final thing, if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, pop over to my Patreon. I put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades. Worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.